Hi everyone, I believe you guys are doing well. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. Thank you for tuning in. In today's video, I want to share my story or my personal life story. I'm not pulling anybody down. What I've come to share today with you people is my story or my life story. My experience with Nigerian pastors. It's going to be like 4 parts. Today is part 1. And I believe you're going to like this story I will share. If you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe because I know you're going to like this story. Click the subscribe button to join the family. There's a notification bell icon by the side. Click it so that anytime I upload a new video, you will get a notification. Today, what I want to share is my experience, my encounter with Nigerian pastors when I was in Nigeria. Don't allow anybody to pull you down that there's no God because of the experience with pastors, with their former church. I am here to share my story because if I don't share my story, nobody will share it for me. I decided to share it. You might not want to share your own, but I'm sharing my own because I like to share it. It's a personal decision. I like sharing my story because I've gone through a lot. I have a lot of things to dish out. I will be sharing it one after the other. So let's jump into what I want to share with us today. Experience with Nigerian pastors, part 1. Fast forward 2004, I was worshiping my God in a very big church at Lekki Phase 1, and it was a nice experience because I met a lot of prominent people worshiping God in that parish at Lekki Phase 1. One of the pastors working there lives near my house at Igbefo. We now started house fellowship at my place in Igbefo. Not quite long, they posted the pastor out to another place. So he talked to me that I should please join him in the new place where they posted him. That is one God. But I was enjoying worshiping at Lekki Phase 1. You know now, big men side. Finally, I joined him. I was working in children department. I was the HOD of children department because I attended the course and obtained the certificate as children's teacher. So there was other pastors under him, and one of the pastors under him introduced himself as a real estate agent, that he has helped a lot of people to acquire properties and there wasn't any issue at all. So with that trust, I subletted a place I developed at Igbefo that is going to last for 10 years. Got the money. With other money, I added it up and gave it to him. I informed our parish pastor about this progress. He supported me that he has given him money to acquire one plot of land for him also. I now plan to move down to that place. The name of that place is called Lakwe. So with the money at hand, he bought one plot of land for me, rented room and parlor for me to stay there for at least for few months or 1 year before I start the development of the one plot of land. He took me to the place, gave me the receipt. It wasn't far from where I live, so sometimes I do go there to check. So a few months later, I had a dream concerning that property. I decided not to wait till 1 year. I told him that I want to start the development of that place, at least to put a small structure at the back. Started behaving strange. So I reported him to my parish pastor. That was when I knew that something was wrong somewhere. My parish pastor started his narrative, how he duped him and duped other pastors. Not only my money, I was freezed. How do I start up again? How am I going to do my life? That place was not my dream place to live, but because of the property, I summoned courage. At least it's an investment. Remember, the room and parlor I was staying, it wasn't self-contained, no. It was called Face Me, Face My Neighbor, sharing toilet and bathroom, and I stayed there because of this property in quote. I was so devastated. I couldn't believe myself. I left Lekki Phase 1 where I was worshiping, meeting with prominent people. Now I came with somebody just to support him in ministry, and look at what another pastor did to me. How do I go about my life? I went to God in prayers. I prayed to him. I pleaded with him to show me mercy and help me. The pastor in quote that took my money or duped me had an office at VGC where he molds block. So I do go there every time to disturb him that he must give me my money or else I will go to the head office to report him. I started working more harder than before because there was nobody to help me. God is faithful. God is faithful. He can be trusted. I was into a tie and a mask, so people started calling me for Ashebi. And some people do give me market to go and sell at Aswani. I will take my profit and still give them their money and give them back the ones that I could not dispose at Aswani. That was how I started all over again. Hard work pays, but it was not easy. Do you know how much the man bought the land for me? 150,000 plus other expenses. That was 2004. So I'm making this video December 2024. He hasn't paid me. God will help us all in this race. Amen. If you have watched this video to this particular point, click the subscribe button to join the family. There is a notification bell icon by the side. Click it as well so that anytime I upload a new video, you will get a notification. Today I'm sharing my experience with Nigerian pastors part 1. Fast forward to 2004. That I gathered money, I saved money for a pastor to help me to acquire one plot of land because he said he was into real estate. I now gave him that money, my hard-earned income, for my future purpose. The man deceived me, not only me, others. So that is one of my experience. It's coming on part 4 because I had a lot of experiences with pastors. But that does not make me to deny God. That does not make me to say that God does not exist. There is God. God exists. And this race we are running, we know it all. Our belief is personal. What we are doing is personal. It's between you and your maker. Don't even allow anybody to bring you down because of their experience with pastors. I can never bring anybody down because of my experience with pastors. Because it's a personal race. It's a personal experience. Some of them are not called. Some of them are called. I myself, I am a child of God. The same one God we have is their father, is my father. So it's left for me to go to God in prayer, read my Bible. He will answer me. Tell him my needs. I've seen it. I am a living witness of God's blessings. God has shown his mighty hand upon my life, his mighty works, his miracles, his signs, his wonders. But the only thing is for you to follow him personally. Because even if you're running a race, it's you that will win your race and carry your crown. If you win your gold medal, your silver medal, it's not for everybody, it's for one person, which is you. So don't allow anybody to drag you or pull you down because of their experience. And some of you that are dragging people, telling them that God does not exist, there's nothing like heaven, there's nothing like this, allow them. You don't need to drag them down because of your experience from your former church or with your pastor, where you're coming from. I had a lot of experience, bad ones, bad experience. That is what I'm sharing today, that some pastors are not called. Some pastors, when it comes to money, when it comes to money, no integrity. They'll just blow it. This man blew my heart in income. By then I was suffering with my daughter. Suffering. What I'm sharing today is that you should not allow anybody to pull you down because of the experience they had from their former church or from their pastors or from their former pastors. Keep marching forward. Nobody will pull me down. I would have just said, because this man did this, then I will now go back. I will now lose my faith. I will now say, no, I'm not following God. Then I will miss out. But today, I know thus far God has taken me to. And it's not done with me because he's still taking me somewhere. It's always painful when you trust people and believe that they are the one that is going to secure you, or you believe them, my pastor, and at the end of everything, they betrayed you. It's always painful. But that does not mean that you will now go out of faith and tell yourself, God does not exist. Let me stay at home and let me just be myself. I've had experience and I'm still in faith, and God is still doing wonders in my life. So be in faith, oh, don't allow anybody to drag you out of faith because of the experience with pastors, with their former church or their former whatever, wherever they're coming from, God is real. Thank you all for watching my videos.